It's Fusion Radio with Brian and Keys, man. Every single weekend we spend it with you, man, bringing dope guests on this platform, man. And thankful, man, for the opportunity, man, to sit in this studio weekly, to definitely tap in and be educated on some dope talent, man. So my guy, man, is here, man. Let me tell y'all, all right. Man, saw him on another platform, discovered him, man. Shout out to Dub Sauce Radio for what they do. My brother Luch over there, man, running things. And, man, like, was very impressed, man. You know what I'm saying? Saw all type of short videos. And lo and behold, man, he reached out after me showing love. Was like, man, look, I want to be on your platform. You know what I'm saying? And so, excited about definitely getting into your movement, showcasing your work. I love the fact that we got this single called Best Rapper Alive.
Yes, sir.
I'm definitely excited about getting into that, man, and your whole movement, man. So who am I talking about, man? You introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, my name is Dwayne Neff. I'm from Park Forest, south suburb of Chicago. You feel what I'm saying? Been rapping, producing for a couple of years, and we here.
Okay. What's up, my boy? How you doing? First off, welcome to Fusion Radio.
Thank you.
How I want to start out this interview, I want to start off by you telling us when did you actually start making music? Like what year and like what time did you really start making music?
Man, I started making music in 2017. I was 16 years old in high school. It was just like I was rapping for the homies. They would come to the crib, rap for them. They was like, "Oh, you can rap." They was kind of like boosting my head up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I might as well continue. Met my mentor, Jarrell, and we just kept doing it, kept building.
Okay, so before we transition, like it seemed like you was already rapping in some type of way before then, and then that's like when you just put it out there to the world. So in 2017, that's when you actually really started putting out your work to the world?
Yeah, it was an immediate thing because I came up in the SoundCloud era. So it was more like that's when you doing something independent, you immediately put it out. I just still took my time though. Like when it was like my mentor and my group homies, it was like we not just finna like just drop the first thing we make. We stayed in the studio. I stayed for like 8 months, created and like worked on our craft, then start putting stuff out in high school.
Okay. So when did it get to the point where it wasn't so much just your homie and them boosting your head up? It really got to the point where you was confident enough to be like, okay, I really got it. I think I really do want to make music though, for real.
I felt like it was like that summer where I was like, okay, I don't got the money to record. How serious do I want to take this? Went, got me a job at Chipotle, saved up that whole summer, got my own studio equipment, and I was just like addicted to Kanye during that time, and it was like, I can do this, you know what I'm saying? It was, and after putting out the first song, it got such a good response. It was like, oh, people like what I do. It ain't no reason to stop from there.
For sure. So I heard you say that you saved up to buy your own studio equipment. So first off, I just want to applaud you on that, because a lot of people ain't willing to actually put that type of work in or even think that way to even be like, yeah, let me buy my own studio equipment. Some people that thought like, okay, let me save up and go to somebody else's studio, but you thought differently. So I want to applaud you on that, because that's definitely smart. You feel me? But I wanted to ask you, like, what type of software or equipment do you actually use when you actually record? Because I know certain people have certain pieces or certain different things, you feel me, when they actually record. So, like, what software do you use?
When it comes to the software, I record in Pro Tools, and then I make my beats in FL Studio. Even though I've been trying out Ableton for the past 7 days, it's all right. But I'm a FL Studio user in Pro Tools for the most part. And I just got a simple MacBook, and then a Scarlett interface, and then a mic that one engineer, Jay Noir, gave me. And it's just, nice little home bedroom setup.
Okay. Now, only reason I wanted you to break that down a little bit for me, bro, is because, see, I'm going to drop a little game, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's one thing we like to do here at Fusion Radio, especially with us really messing with the local artists and stuff like that, or certain artists that haven't got to a certain level in their career. We like to drop certain gems so they could really learn something, too, at the same time, even though we here to highlight you. With you actually having your own studio equipment and recording your own things, you own your masters. You know what I'm saying? Because that is your master. See, but a lot of people don't know that, though. And a lot of people spend all their hard-earned money going to these studios and then never get the session, or never, like, you feel me, come with a hard drive to get their sessions or get their vocals or none of that, when in all actuality, that's a part of what you need to actually make some money in the future if that song actually pop. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little tidbit I just wanted to put out there for the people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And I feel like the reason why I went that way and why I like continue to do that now is because I pride myself on like having my own sound. And the only way I feel like you can like really get that unique sound is building everything from the ground up. So when I'm making my beats, I'm tailoring it towards the sounds that I like, the instruments that I like, that's specifically tailored to me. And then keep going with your rap style, you get in your voice, and then you mixing it all together. You know the effects that you specifically like, and you get used to that song after song. You start to build a sound for yourself, and that's what we focused on right now.
How would you describe your sound, style, and delivery to someone that's hearing you for the first time on Fusion Radio?
And I feel like my sound, when it comes to the production side, is very like spacey, but it gives like a lot of space to it. So it's like spacey, but the drums knock hard. So it's like clear, like choir, almost orchestral. A lot of strings, a lot of pianos that's just like reverbed and spaced out, kind of similar to like Travis Scott or Pierre Bourne. And then when it comes to the raps, it's very vulnerable. It's very like really truthful. I don't really lie in my raps. I do start more against like manifestation raps where I'm like, okay, I want to see where I want to be, saying like, okay, I want this, but it's more like me saying what's currently happening in my day-to-day life, what's going on, taking place currently. So you get in that type of space sound with something that's current, you can feel the passion, the soul, and the motivation. I feel like I'm a very inspiring and motivated artist. When you listen to my music, you're going to feel motivated to do what you want to do, and you're going to feel inspired to do what you want to do.
Well, man, I think you set it up real good to give the listeners and viewers some greatness from you, man. And we're going to allow you to play music director, man. Tell us what you want to play first, either Boss or Best Rapper Alive.
I say Boss.
Boss? Okay, yeah. Tell us about Boss.
So Boss is basically the first track on my latest EP, 23. It comes in just saying how I had to invest in myself with the studio equipment, with the music, with everything that I invested with my career so far to be the man that I am today and being the boss and taking control of his own career and where we going with everything that we're doing so far.
We coming back in a second talking more with the homie, man, Dwayne Neff, man, in the building, man, hip-hop artist and producer extraordinaire, man. And we definitely going to get into, man, that project, man, and everything on the other side. It's Boss from Dwayne Neff, Fusion with Brian and Keith.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Back in mode, yeah, ayy. I've been speed racing, trying to do the dash, ayy. Doing overtime, I can't come in last, ayy. Shorty love me, I'm a cuff her cause she bad, ayy. I like a lot of things, nothing more than cash, ayy. What you want? Investing into my company just turned me to a boss. 82-0 and I ain't never took a loss. Catching plays up over people feeling like a moss. It costs to be the boss, man, look at the way I floss. People know I got it, you can go and check my profit. Shorty, I can't love you, I've been messing with my options. 10 years in this rapping, I deserve to have my doctorate. If I win it, I cop it, I don't never plan on stopping. Yeah, DJ Neff, yeah. Visions of me riding in that SRT. Baby blue exotic, new McLaren, that's my need for speed. Put a little money inside her purse. She ain't hard to please, high degree. Mess up for the best, I'm just too elite. What you see, always been a king, this ain't new to me. Master feet, I do this for my family, that's enough for me. High chief, newly graduated, shorty I'm Ivy League. Check the stats, I ain't scared to risk it, I'ma get it back. Where you at? Somewhere in the cut, ducked off in the can't get attached, focus on this bread, that's my perfect match, I do attract everything I want, I ain't gotta ask, yeah, investing into my company just turned me to a boss, 82-0 and I ain't never took a loss, catching plays up over people feeling like a moss, it costs to be the boss, man, look at the way I floss, people know I got it, you can go and check my profit, shorty I can't love you, I've been messing with my options, 10 years in this rapping, now deserve to have my doctorate. If I want it, I cop it, I don't never plan on stopping. Yeah, we ain't never done, yeah. I'm a man with purpose, I don't never chase. I never cry about a girl, I just go elevate. Get in shape, go and get some paper. She gon' circulate, I seen it all. One day she gon' love you, now she moving on, don't get me wrong. Nice to have a queen, but make sure that you ball. Money first, don't lose yourself in girls. Put in work, know it hurt, but you gotta keep grinding, that's the way it work. You ain't never gonna be no man if you can't push through pain, shorty. Shout out to my ex, she the reason I go insane, shorty. I don't shoot my shot with none of these girls, they know my name, shorty. If you curved it, while I was down, please don't change, shorty, yeah. Investing into my company just turned me to a boss. 82-0 and I ain't never took a loss. Catching plays up over people feeling like a moss. It costs to be the boss, man, look at the way I floss. People know I got it, you can go and check my profit. Shorty, I can't love you, I've been messing with my options. 10 years in this rapping, I deserve to have my doctorate. If I want it, I cop it, no, never plan on stopping. Yeah.
The things that happen behind the scenes of Future that you listening, you viewing, y'all don't hear them things. Y'all only hear when we come back live. And so my co-host Case, man, was pointing out that there were bars during that song.
Yeah.
And so him being an artist himself, I want you to point out some of them bars to the listeners and viewers that you heard in your head.
Nah, I ain't gonna misinterpret the man's song and his lyrics, you get what I'm saying? But from my understanding, from what I heard, he was basically trying to say, like, don't chase a female, you feel me? Chase the paper, because once you get the paper, if she wasn't rocking with you in the beginning when you had no paper, she gonna double back when you get the paper, you get what I'm saying?
Thanks.
That's what I took from that, and that was a buy. I felt that. I'm going through that as we speak. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you feel me? It hit different. It hit different. No, but like, see, when you make music like that, that's real relatable, that make your songs hit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, when people could hear your songs and see what they got going on themselves in your songs, that's when your songs really connect and they take you to another level, you know what I'm saying, and more people relate to it. So, like, I get what you were saying now earlier when we was talking. You were saying you ain't trying to rap cap, you ain't trying to talk about nothing you ain't doing. You really trying to come up with things that really going on in your life and speak on those things. So that's what's up, man. I rock with that for sure, man. I definitely rock with that. So talk to me, though, about this flow, though. So, like, how did you eventually develop your Pacific flow? You know what I'm saying? Because from my understanding, you got a real, like, you hear everything you saying. You know what I'm saying? It's not mumble rap. It ain't like you just humming on the beat or nothing like that. Like, I heard everything you were saying. You know what I'm saying? So how did you eventually come up with that type of flow?
I always want to, as music evolves, music is amazing, but quality sometimes suffers with the music. And I feel like being a rapper, I understand mumble rap and it's a real feeling type of thing, but I felt like being able to hear people being able to hear what you have to say is very important. And you got to keep that quality in your music. And I come from Chicago, so Chicago is a very aggressive rap type of style. You know what I'm saying? The people that come out is very good rappers with good dialect, from G Herbo, Dirk, Kanye, Common. When you look at us, we have really talented rappers that don't cut corners. So just being in that environment, coming up in Chicago, you're not going to get respect if they see you playing around when you rapping. So just being from Chicago, I feel like that comes from that. And my music is more futuristic, but I also come from a background of rapping on boom bap beats, 90s type beats. So writing a lot of songs that way, honing my skills kind of translate to what I'm doing now, even though it's a different type of sound.
For sure. And one thing I heard you brought up something, and when you just broke that down, and you brought up Common. You know what I'm saying? We all know who Common is and stuff like that and what he means to the city. But just break down to us, like, what did he mean to you specifically, as far as, like, you as a man, and then you as far as, like, your music career?
Common in particular, I felt like he taught me soul. Like, when I just hear the music that he make, and that he, like, trying to make you chase your dreams, especially with that beat, man, it was just like, man, you got to have soul. And it wasn't even, like, it's just, I feel like that's the best way to sum it up. You got to have soul when you rap. Because if you're not rapping when you ain't got no soul when you rapping, they can't feel that. And I feel like that's something specific when it comes to Chicago, specifically, even from Kanye West. What's Kanye West known for? Soul. Common known from soul. Chance known for soul. Even when you talk to the people that's more on the drill side of G Herbo, Dirk, why do people still connect with them? Soul. Chicago brings soul in all types of ways.
Man, that's true, man. That's definitely true, man. Well said. So talk to us about this EP 23, man, creating it and everything.
So creating it, I've been working on a lot of projects coming forward. I'm really working on my album, Thank God for the Pain. But before that, we had a collection of songs that had to be released before because we wanted to turn the summer up. So I went up, I hit up one of my favorite engineers to help me polish the project. His name Jay Noir, and we knocked out these 5 songs: Boss, Best Rapper Alive, Let 'Em Out, Taking Flight, and Jumpman. And all these songs is a combination of me turning 23. When we becoming a boss, that's the independent moves that we had to make to be where we are today. Best Rapper Alive is me being confident in my pen, being respectful to the people that I look up to, but I rap good enough at this point to where if you put me in a room with Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, J. Cole, I'm earning my respect in that room, you know what I'm saying? So to show that, hey, y'all taught me this is what I'm bringing to the table, this is what I'm bringing new, so I'm confident in my pen and my skill level. And then the rest of the project, we was turned, but I want to highlight Taking Flight specifically because I'm not a Christian artist. I wouldn't say I'm like tied to that genre, but I still make Christian music because I have a strong relationship and faith with God. And I'm going to always give my listeners what I'm going through with God personally to share that with them. And in Taking Flight, it was more of a, hey, Lord God, I'm sinning, I'm going through these things, but I want to change. Help my soul, I'm ready to take flight. And yeah, that's what he did. And then I want to shout out to my girl, Samara, because Jumpman was the last song that was added within that time frame because we was getting to a relationship at the end of the summer, and Jumpman kind of like explains that story. So, yeah.
Man, that's dope, man. Salute out to you, man, on this EP, man. I want to build on that, definitely, because I've been seeing you all over social media and different performances and all that stuff, man. So, man, go into the different performances that you've done, and then if you could go into give us a little tease as to what it is like to be in the presence of you when you're doing these performances.
Oh, I feel like I stated before on my Instagram before, I feel like I'm one of the best performers in Chicago, but I'm going to be one of the best performers in the world. But that's because I tailor my music to performances. That's what I do it all for. I have energetic music to captivate an audience when it's time to go on stage. And when I get in position to have bigger budgets and have more FX, it's just going to get bigger as we go. But when you come to a Dwayne Neff show, I love ragers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, let's open up these mosh pits. Let's bounce. I love a physical experience when it comes to the shows. I don't want you to be sitting up there like, oh, man, he rapping like 2 minutes, and I'm just looking at him, staring at him. That's not fun, you know what I'm saying? I like you to come to a concert and get an experience to where you like, and with my friends, I'm bouncing up and down. You might not even be looking at me. You might be looking at the person next to you, you know what I'm saying? I just want it to be a cool experience for you to come back to and know that, hey, we finna be physical. We finna have a good time. Even if you want to chill and that's what you do, just vibe out in the back and watch the kids go crazy while we turn up in the pitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feel like coming to a Dwayne Neff show. And as the crowds get bigger, it's going to get even more crazier. And the summer, the shows that we did this summer was just immediately action-packed. Shout out for From the Go Fest, all my people from the Go. We did an amazing festival this summer. It was an amazing audience. Shout out to Star Band. She brought out an amazing crowd. And we just went crazy, you know what I'm saying? We bounced up and down. I heard the audience. It was an amazing top 5 performances. Another show that we did that I felt like was a true testament of, hey, I got something in my mind. Let's make it happen. I was working at Champs this past summer, and then it's a store called Pillars, a black owner. Shout out to black businesses, you feel what I'm saying? I walked in there. I had the vision. I said, let's throw a show in here, just straight off vision. He let me do it. He said, yeah, let's do it. Came in, we did the show, brought out a lot of people from my hometown, Park Forest, up-and-coming rappers that just started, you know what I'm saying? My boys might not have the opportunities that I have because I've been doing it a little bit longer. So to bring them in the presence of my audience and give them that platform, I love seeing that and bringing my brothers together. And we did it, you know what I'm saying? We had a nice little 15, 20 people, and we still growing and we still building. And it was nice to do something in the mall, and I wanted to really market in the mall where you got a good youthful audience.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So talk to me a little bit about certain goals that you have. First is like just personal goals that you still want to accomplish, and then tell me like a couple of goals that you still want to accomplish with your music.
Personal goals, I'm getting older, so I'm hitting a lot of them, and it's really just turning towards music. But I feel like right now I just graduated college, you know what I'm saying, and I'm still like trying to find my way just in the working world. Just being able to be independent and not have to rely on my parents, I feel like that's my number one goal right now. The only thing that I'm like mainly focused on outside of music, like wake up, do what you got to do, be independent as a man to help your parents and help your family. And then when it comes to music, I mean, I got my biggest goals. I would love to sell out Madison Square Garden. That's like my main number one thing. Once I'm able to do that, I say, hey, I made it and I hit the success level that I truly reached and strive for. But the things that's leading up to that, because you can't always control the output of what you do, you can really only control the input. It's every creative idea that I have, just executing that. So that's coming with the album that we're working on. I'm currently working on the soundtrack for my homie movie. I'm producing projects for my homies, you know what I'm saying, for some free of charge, you know what I'm saying. It's just like, while I'm in this position right now, any idea that I have, let's just execute it to the best we possibly can.
Okay. So I also wanted to ask you, with you having gone down this journey, you know what I'm saying, as far as being an artist, I know you didn't learn a lot of things, you feel me? Because you sound like one of those artists that necessarily had to bump their head. I wouldn't say bump your head, but you get what I'm saying? You had to learn it the hard way, and you had to go through the trials and tribulations to get to the artist that you are now. So what's just one little piece of advice that you would give to somebody that's probably, I wouldn't even necessarily saying like just start making music, but that's trying to do exactly what you're trying to do? Just like giving a piece of advice to a fellow artist.
It's okay if it take time. We in a social media era where you may see like a 17-year-old blow up, you know what I'm saying? But just think about it, like Kanye blew up at like 26, Jay-Z blew up at 27. As you get older, you start to mature and develop as an artist naturally. And the time that you put into your craft is just going to 10x that. So if it's taking time for your journey, that's okay, because you might have a purpose when your music, when you 25, a message that you got to deliver that you wasn't able to deliver at age 19. You feel what I'm saying? Also, last, I would say, to do this, it takes a lot of work ethic, discipline, and consistency. You might not have that immediately at 18, 19 years old. So taking time to develop as a person, a man, as a woman, that's going to tie directly into your music. So just keep going. It's an artist process, but it's also just a person process.
I love how you broke that down, though. I ain't going to lie to you. I like how you did that. That was low-key like, you feel me? You hit that on. I like how you sauced that up, for sure. I definitely like how you did that. So it's my boy Dwayne Neff in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. We got another song from you, though, before we transition, before we get up out of it. And it's called The Best Rapper Alive. So before we get into The Best Rapper Alive, you got to get the people on your social media so they can tune into your music and your movement.
Best. So if you want to follow me on all social medias, it'll pop up if you just type in my name, Dwayne Neff. Dwayne, like Dwayne Wade out of Chicago. Neff, Neff. And if you want the exact handles for Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, D7Neff. You know what I'm saying? D7Neff.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So, like I said, we got this last song, and it's called Best Rapper Alive. So just give us a little breakdown about the Best Rapper Alive. So what was the message you was trying to give off? Like, we kind of get an understanding just off the name, but, like, it's different ways to interpret that, because you could have been necessarily talking about somebody else. You could have been talking about yourself. Like, it's different ways to interpret it. So, like, what message did you really try to give off with the song Best Rapper Alive?
I feel like the bars are sporadic on Best Rapper Alive, but the theme and the main message that anybody that might not even be rapping to take from the song is confidence. Be confident in what you're doing. Just be strong and bold in what you're doing. You got to have that confidence and that amazing energy in everything that you're doing. And just stand on business when you're really working behind your craft and you feel proud of what you're doing. And that's what it came from. It was like, hey, I was making this song, and I really made that song to send it out to some homies. They didn't pick up on the song. They didn't want to hop up on it. And I'm like, dang, this is a 3-minute beat that cannot have a hook. I got to turn it to the best rapper alive to pull this off and rap bar for bar, kill this for the next 3 minutes. And that's what we did.
That's what I'm talking about, man. So we going to listen to this banger, and we going to see if he the best rapper alive. You know what I'm saying? We going to make it see what it do. But no, I'm just talking crazy, man. But no, we definitely finna listen to this banger. You feel me? Transition from bro and then transition to some other great, amazing artists. And we'll be right back on Fusion Radio with Brian and Keys.
Hey, yeah, we back in mode. People telling me I gotta keep dropping if we feel they soul. Shorty, you already know how I be coming. Let's get it on. Really the hardest rapping on my soul, that the fact. Couple of OGs mad I took the crown, but they can't get that back. Got your girlfriend liking all my pics, I'm trying to get into that. Slid up in her DM, she sent that Addy, I think we got a match. Bet it up, she gon' fuck in the first night, cause I'm raw as she in love with the way I handle business. Got her with this. She never been with a rock star type of got her acting up. Looking at her ill with that bouncing down, she from the. Yeah, you know what's up. Shorty, you know what's up. Get that by my circle. He ain't P, he talk too much. All my been glowing up. Straight to the money, we going nuts. Stay down with the same. I know, now we run the summer, ayy. For all the rest in the city that's popping it, have my line, let's work. For all the land that still be all of my eat dirt. I'm one of the best in Chicago, popping my I'm feeling like dirt. I'm building a brand, investing the money in me, I know my worth. Yeah, putting myself in a lead position. You gon' sacrifice some you love when you gotta complete the mission. Got my heart broken by the people I trust, but they ain't a part division. Now I'm outside, letting my nuts just hang, man, that's just so fulfilling. Yeah, cause I earned it. Obviously we working. My girl got dreadlocks and she chucking and pretty, she so perfect. She went on some Louis, I sent her the money to get it, she know she worth it. When you got a woman that's sent by God, she complete your purpose. That's on Broner, on phone. I'm balling the rag like the Rosen. Generational talent, I'm chosen. 23 on my back, I'm so goated. I stay in the store, I'm devoted. Just pull up a beat and I'm on it. Them ain't what is their opponents. If you really the best to show it, let's get it. Taking over the rap game up in this shit, I'm really with it. Favorite rappers scared to send me a verse, them be in they feelings. Man girl playing my music, be mad, yeah, they getting so offended. Yeah, she playing my new, liking my pics, how the f you really feeling? I wouldn't even like me too. Got your girlfriend just to my music, what the f you do? Be trying to say they really the best, but I'm really the one out the two. Come to my city where we really be rapping, then we can see what you do. Don't say nothing to me. Got me out my element, I ain't even running show on my beats. I'm a Gemini, I might tweak. I got levels you can't even reach. I'm a dog when it comes to this rapping, I ain't even reached my peak. You think you better than me? Huh? You think you better than me? Say that scared to put in the work, but say they want us to see who you trying to deceive, man. That's bullshit. Lame, be trying to shoot they shots, they not even smooth with it, yeah. Just chillin' the cut, look. Got turning up, look. Keep running it up, look. Every day I'm trying to get richer, and it's still I'm staying consistent. Made it this far, all persistence. If I win it, I better go get it. Facts. Yeah. It's Dwayne Neff, the best rapper alive. Yeah.